The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight and nothing.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert is now a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And he says that award is about making your team better. A lot of things you don't see in the stats. If you play good defense, most of the time you don't get a block because it doesn't reach that point. They don't even come inside. Guys, the lane is closed.
He is an intimidating factor for sure. David, thanks. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Peters. Young is out there with Young. And it's Whittington in at power forward. And for Chicago, Cassell is out there with Boomer. Then it's G, and there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Richmond in at the 3, the small forward. And the pace of this game, Chris, unlikely to be high. Both of these teams like to slow it down. And Chris, as you know, run half-court sets.
Yeah, they don't want to turn this into a boat race. Chances will be limited, and it's crucial. In games like this, you minimize turnovers.
Outside, Russell. Young against Richmond. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Yeah, what a sweet pass by Russell. He has a great instinct for finding those opportunities on the floor.
Pass to Peters. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game.
For Atlanta, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now, here is Russell. Not a lot of room. They get it again. And the Hawks with possession. He's guarded by Russell. Good as the jump shot falls.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Kicks to G. Passes to Clayton. Clock at 6. The feed to Russell. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of this game.
At the line for Chicago, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes both free throws. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And the pass to Young. Here's Peters. Back to Young. Here he goes. G with the rebound.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a flukiness.
Russell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
There's that sweet stroke from Russell. I mean, he forces the team to worry about the mid-range area. They just can't defend the three-point line.
Here's Young. From down in the low post, it goes.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in the game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trey's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
G dishes to Richmond. Pass to G. Oh, Russell in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, man, the shot selection of Russell improving, focusing on taking better, more efficient shots within the offensive game plan.
He's guarded by Russell. And no good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the left wing. Here is Boomer. Whittington with the rebound. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Stanley. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Peters. Here's Whittington. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's Young on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one, no good. Passes it to Speedy. From deep. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
And you see this so often. League-wide. Ended the period with a three-point attempt.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold the lead.
And you think of the superstars who dominate the game with their skill level, Chris, like Steph Curry, Nikola Jokic, even Luka. Who are those skills superstars from when you played?
Oh, well,
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Offline with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Driving in. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Buchanan.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Good on the shot. He's got 5.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Good. Nice job down low.
he's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Rebounded by the Hawks. There's the pass to Peters. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Number 39.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside, Russell. He can't get that one to fall. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. He's covered by Richmond. The game now all time.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to G. Fires the 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Peters. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's a minute left in the first half. Pass to Richmond. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Lozada. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint. Peters misses. Chicago has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. G passes to Clayton. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Young outside. And that one is off. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bulls lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the baskets, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They've got a 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
This kind of defense won't cut it. You have to get yourself in position to contest shots. This means making the right reads and putting forth the effort. They've done neither, and their opponent is taking advantage.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. G really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Richmond is out there with Boomer. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Cassell. And it's Wise in at the point. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
Well, they've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks. Young's shot is off. Chicago leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Cassell. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Whittington dishes to Young. And it's Chicago with the rebound. G's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 7-point Chicago lead.
Oh, some contact here, but Russell is not intimidated. Comes through it to finish strong.
Here's Peters. He's covered by Cassell. Peters misses.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Need to calm down and play their game.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
They came out the locker room fresh. They've been the stronger team since halftime, no doubt.
Peters. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Chicago leading by 9. The pass to Clayton. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Deep 2 from Russell. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
1:10 left to play here in the third.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So both teams making some changes here.
Coming onto the floor for the Hawks.
And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Here's Cassell. 5 to shoot. The turnaround. That one wide left. The Hawks trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Oh, great flow to that possession. 2 players totally in sync with each other.
43 seconds left here in the third quarter. Let's go. And he connects with the jumper. He has 7. The Hawks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Defended by Young. 5 on the clock. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Bulls lead by 9.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Buchanan. Takes it inside.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Bulls leading by 7. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Young. He's out there with Cowboy. And it's Lozada in at the small forward position. Here's Speedy. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Speedy's got his first basket.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Peters passes to Lozada. Here's Buchanan. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And that's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Going inside. And the basket is good.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
To the wing on the left. Six on the shot clock. Down low. And it's Stanley with the rebound. Stolen away. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stop.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
They based their offense around the three-point shot today, and that was the right move. It's been a huge weapon for them all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
Chicago leading by 6. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's G, defended by Young. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Russell. Peters grabs the miss. Peters has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young up top. He's guarded by Russell. Back to Young. Right at the free throw line. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And I love how aggressive Young is. Consistent at looking for his shot and at times using that mid-range to be effective.
Russell feeling it out a bit. That 3 off the mark. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks, trailing by 4. This is to Young. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Fires for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Richmond against Young. Richmond with the bucket. Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Trae Young.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. Slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening,
he's taking it.
Atlanta making a switch here. Whittington's checked in. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. We'll make a few big plays. We're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Outside, Russell. Whittington with the rebound. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the inside. They double him with Russell. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. So the Bulls will take it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Wide open. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
This is why the ball is in Russell's hands. Whoa. This guy does have ice in his veins.
Young inside. Off with the layup. And Chicago has possession. 6-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead.
With the trades and controversy, everything that surrounded D'Angelo Russell early in his career, you might forget he made an all-star game when he was just 22.
It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
At the line for the Bulls.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Good league is even better with excellent work at the stripe.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
I'm really curious to see what their strategy is at this point. You can't afford any wasted possessions.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. So it's Chicago winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has